G'day, today I'm going to show you how to make a pretty awesome fog effect in Minecraft, Java, or Bedrock. This looks quite awesome. I'm not sure who discovered how to do this, it definitely wasn't me, but I'd just like to show you guys how to make this awesome fog effect, because quite frankly it looks pretty good. You can make this with any colored glass in the game, so let's just dive straight into the video on how to build this awesome looking lava pit, or void pit, or basically any colored glass there is in the game. Magenta, purple, you get the point. It's for any color, so let's just dive straight in. And while you're here, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tutorials like this, and maybe even share the channel around with your friends and family just to help out the video. Thank you very much if you did. Alrighty, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mine out a quite large area. Well, okay, it doesn't have to be a large, but it has to be an area, okay? Just wherever you want to build this fog effect, you want to dig a hole in the ground about 20 blocks deep, okay? And once you do that, alright, let's just show you quickly here the concept. Basically, you go over here and you layer glass. You have a layer of glass here, then you have an air layer. Then you have a layer here, an air layer, a layer here, an air layer. And you want to do this about 20 or 30 or so times until you get a nice fog effect whenever you're pleased with it. That's as far as you want to go. And you can add some edges to it to make it look neat, edgewise. It looks quite neat to say the least. So that's just the basic concept of how this works. But yes, you want to dig a hole in the ground anywhere you really want, and I just put myself into creative mode in the middle of nowhere. Brilliant. So in my case, I want to build this hole right here. Now I'm just going to be using the better building wand just to help me out, but you're going to do this in survival mode if you are building this in your survival world. So basically, let me just dig a hole here about 20 blocks deep, and I will be back. Alrighty here, and boom. Alright, we've gotten apparently a skeleton falling down. That's brilliant. But yes, we've gotten a hole in the ground here. I'm not really pleased with this hole. I want it a little bit bigger, but that's no big deal. Alrighty, so we have a quite large hole here. Alright, so once you do this, you're going to want to go over and make the walls one color, okay, or one certain block. In my case, I'm gonna make it a quite dark, just a pit of void here, just as a nice little tutorial thing. Actually, I might want this a little bit bigger. I want it to be a square though. But you're going to want to put all the walls in with just any block you want. In my case, it'll be concrete, and it'll look quite neat. It'll be exact black concrete. This is not the easiest block to get in survival. But yes, it does look quite nice. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, fill all the walls in with black concrete, and I will be right back. Alrighty here, so we have filled in the walls. Now what you're going to undo is fill in the floor with black concrete as well, or just stone if you want, but I want to fill it up with black concrete. Why? I don't know, but I think it looks quite neat in this design, so there we go. So we have filled all of this up with black concrete, which means we have a big hole here of doom, which it already looks like the void already. But now what you're going to want to do is you're going to go up one block, alright? So it'd be right here. So there's an air block here, hopefully you can see. And you're basically going to fill up it all the way across just with one layer of glass. In my case, I'm using black stained glass. You don't have to use black stained glass, but I'm just using it to make it look like a void. Alrighty, we have successfully did one row, and you're just going to want to repeat this process of going up one block and covering the layer with black stained glass. And you want to do this all the way to the tippity top of this, and afterwards you should start seeing a fog effect. Alrighty here, so it's starting to look like a void already here. It's not, it's not pitch black. I think the newer version of the game has a black glass more dark than that. But yes, this is as dark as it is in here, because I'm using an old version just to use a better building wand. But yes, it's starting to look quite nice and quite awesome and quite ominous at the same time. So I'm going to get this thing all the way finished here, and I will be back in a snap of a finger. Alrighty here, so we've gotten this one completely filled in, and it's looking quite neat. Alrighty here, you can't really notice the, lines, and it just looks quite ominous. Alright, now, if you're in spectator mode, you can obviously tell it looks, a little bit weird. Now, if this isn't foggy enough for you, which I don't think it gets much foggier than this, you can of course make the hole in the ground deeper, and of course it will look more foggy as you go. Now, I think it might be a good idea, I'm just doing this as a test, but I think it might be a good idea to change the outer rim to the block that you're turning the glass into. So I'm going to turn, real quickly, I'm going to turn the black concrete over here into red concrete, just to see if it looks any better. Yeah, that looks quite a lot better in my mind, alright? It's a lot more ominous. And if you're, up a little bit higher, just ignore, the other blocks. And if you have Optifine, I think it actually gets rid of those lines completely. But yes, this is basically how you make this. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel here. We're trying to reach 1,500 subscribers. If you do subscribe, I would appreciate that. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. See you all next time. Don't get carried away with this, because you probably don't want your whole world to be void. Have a wonderful day, and Locks out.